Hey everyone, it's the Detective, and welcome back to the first part of my final B-Daman Let's Build, at least for now, because I am filming these all weeks in advance. I saved this one for the end because this is one that is really special to me. This is the Gatling Hades special set. I'm going to move the box back a little bit so you can see it in its entirety. This is pretty much my white whale. It's basically the B-Daman product that I've wanted longest. Every other B-Daman that I've gotten has been one that I haven't wanted for as long of a time as this. And for that reason, getting it sealed in the original box is really special. Yeah, this is 123 in the line. I guess let's start out with the box. You can see Gatling Hades firing some marbles, Achilles. We have all of the pieces of the set. We get this special recolored Gatling Hades, along with these cartridge accessories, all recolored as well. Over here, you can see the Fire Spirits logo, showing off the cartridge trigger, the rapid fire trigger, or the wrencha trigger, and then the rolling foot, and it says the Kahin stabilizer, but I'm pretty sure that's called the variable stabilizer. Anyway, there's that charge drive system on the top. Also on the top, we have all of the strike shots that we get in this set. We get a bunch of different strike shots, which is really cool. On the side, we have a little advertisement for the DHB armor, along with the other cartridge accessories, such as the double grip, the magazine, and the barrel. On the other side, and it is a little bit tricky to show this because the box is really big, but you can see we have this picture of all the stuff we get with these numbers right there, and then you have all these little text boxes with the numbers corresponding to them, which is actually pretty cool. On the bottom, again, just 123 Battle B-Daman. I assume that says Gatling Hades Special Set, and then just a picture on the bottom. And then taking a look at the back, this is definitely my favorite side of the box. It looks really, really cool. On the top here, we just have some details about Gatling Hades, showing the different modes and the charge drive system, which is not the best system, admittedly. But then over here, my favorite part is actually showing off all the different cartridge accessories. So, yeah, without further ado, let's open this. And this is pretty crazy considering that this is, I think, the single most expensive B-Daman that I've purchased. Because technically, there's only one, like, technically, there's only one B-Daman in here, even though it's like a B-Daman and then all these other accessories. So this is a pretty special moment for me, and I'm about to cut the tape. Bam and bam. So, oh boy. I am going to open it on camera. I'm kind of messing up my background, I guess. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I really hate how this box is like tilted at the top. Open this up here. Again, this is, oh my god, look at that. Ooh, boy. So there's nothing else in the box. I'm just going to pop that on my bed since the area where I film is like kind of parallel to my bed. Here is the really big sticker sheet. I will not be applying these. I made a mistake by applying the stickers to my original Gatling Hades. There's no way in how I'm applying them to this one, especially since this is a clear version. But we get stickers not only for Hades that are actually color-coded. Usually with clear B-Daman, they just give you the same stickers, and sometimes they look good, sometimes they don't look good. But with this one, they actually made these custom stickers for him, which is really cool with this gold foil. And then these over here, I believe, go on the cartridge trigger and the roller foot. So we have all the cartridges here. That's the charge drive core, as you can see. I'm probably never going to use it. I'm not even going to do a test shot in this video. Here are the B-Daman. And we got a bunch of stuff in here. So as you can see, we got spike shot, dark stealth shot, impact shot, stealth drive shot, metal spike shot. So these are all different pieces for the core. So what I'm actually going to be building today is I'm going to be building the standard cartridge core. I'll be building the Gatling Hades himself, and then I will be building the standard cartridge trigger. And then in the next video, I'll be building the roller foot, the variable stabilizer, or the Kahin stabilizer, and then the wrencha trigger, aka the rapid fire trigger. So let's get everything that I'll be building right into the frame. Alrighty, and here are all these sprues for Gatling Hades himself. He's not, that of a complex build, considering that this whole thing is assembled. I will get these 3 lowly sprues with the pieces taken off, and then let's begin the build. Alrighty, and here are all the parts for Gatling Hades himself, and just looking at all these clear parts with the clear core, it's super duper cool. So let's actually start with the core itself, and it's just as simple as putting this piece on. That's literally it, I think. You just snap this on the front, and it should be it. Looks like it. It's really just that simple. You just basically put this piece on, and bam, that's it for the core. It's just gonna stay like that. So I guess we'll move on to the helmet. And you can just see the 2 halves of the the Hades helmet, basically. I definitely prefer the Revolver Hades helmet to the Gatling Hades one. I just think it looks a little bit more menacing. The Gatling Hades one kind of looks like a chainsaw, but I don't know. It just doesn't look as menacing enough. I still think it is very cool, though. There we go. Bam. So there's the Hades helmet. Not going to apply the stickers. As tempted as I am to do so, that's not what I'm going to do right now. So I actually think we need to apply this little, like, barrel adapter first. And I'll be honest, I'm a little worried about the barrel because the way that the barrel works is that it has these little pegs that attach into the barrel adapter. And I'll show it in a second as I'm trying to struggle to get this on. But they break easily. The deal with the Gatling Hades is that both of them have like these little pegs broken off. So I'm actually really worried about that one right there. So yeah, I'm just definitely very worried about that. But anyway, I just hope it goes smoothly. And I'm going to try not to use this barrel as much as I can. You need to put this in first and then put this in. And it's really tight. So in the sake of the clear plastic, I do not think I'll be removing this barrel. I'll just be using Hades. You know, if I decide to put the Hades armor onto the cartridge core and onto these special triggers, I just will not attach the barrel. I might do it for the review, because I do plan to actually do a review on the set, but that was scary. Anyway, the next thing is the barrel itself, and again, these little pegs at the back just break way too easily. Now, the reason it breaks is because this thing squishes inward a little bit, and then you have these tiny little pegs. Like, I don't even know who at Takara thought this up. Like, just why did they use, like, these little tabs? They could have just used round pegs, and that would have worked so much better like this. Or just mold this little thing into that. I don't know. It's weird. Point is, it's what it is. It's 15 years old, so who cares? I mean, it's not that who cares, but it's just, you can't change it. But there's the barrel, and the way that it twists on is you just kind of twist it. I don't know why I said the way that it twists on by saying how it goes on, but there is the actual Gatling core. Kind of does look like a gun if you hold it like this. But let's actually build the armor. So the feet, I'm also a little bit worried about this piece, this plastic piece as well, because that's a really thin piece of plastic. The actual Gatling Hades armor, which is actually really cool. It's a little bit unorthodox compared to the last Hades, but I actually really like this because it looks like he's got like these big kind of tank shell plates being used as his arms. Anyway, let's start by attaching the head. And the cartridge head's attached in like a really weird way. You kind of have to just squeeze it. There we go. There it is. That was easy. And then this piece here. Of course, having no stickers makes it easy. Because my other Gatling Hades, I'm like deathly afraid to try to take off the head or take off the arms because of all the stickers that are applied. And boom, there we go. There is the clear Gatling Hades. That looks absolutely beautiful. Anyway, that was Gatling Hades. Now let's build the cartridge core and cartridge trigger. Here are the sprues for the core and the trigger. The trigger itself is quite generic, just these small little pieces here that slide together. And then, of course, you secure it with all of this. And this is just used kind of for the core and the trigger itself. So, yeah, pretty cool. We have this. And I believe that there is an actual drive strip piece. So I'm going to go look for that. And I'm also going to take these pieces off the sprue. And then let's begin building. And here are all the parts. As you can see, we have the core, the actual trigger itself, the grip, and I just added one cartridge here just to, you know, load it in at the end. So yeah, let's actually build the core first, and it's been a while since I built one of these. So we're going to start off by putting in the drive strip here, and I hope, no, that was already wrong. I already did something wrong. Wow. Would you look at that? This is the right way for sure. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just kind of looking at the instructions. I have them like right next to me. We just peg it in, oh, like so, I guess, and then this piece just clips on, and it looks like that's it for the core. Now, the way that the cartridge system B-Daman worked is that the trigger was a separate attachment entirely that would slide onto the back. It was actually a lot like the plug-in or the plug-in extend systems of Super B-Daman, where you would slide on the magazine in there and then the trigger down there. There's the core, basically. It's basically the same sort of thing that you have on the front of the actual Gatling, or not the Gatling trigger, but the charge drive core. And we're going to start by actually just building the physical trigger. This whole assembly here is going to become the trigger, but the actual trigger is just located here. And then that tiny little white piece right there. And then we attach this very long spring. If you guys know Crossfight B-Daman, this is the trigger itself is kind of constructed in a similar way to Stream Drazaros' trigger. And bam, just like that. There we have that, and I believe that now we just kind of align this together. I will just do a double check before I press it together entirely. this is the piece that actually loads in the cartridge. So you have it like this, you put the cartridge in, and then you push it in like so. Actually, now that I think about it, I think these little... And I dropped it. Anyway, I think we have to lock it in first. So let's just do that. Go together. Aha. Yes. Okay. So there's the trigger itself. We take this piece here. As you can see, it should... There we go. Okay. Should be able to go in and out. And then we take these little bits here and just peg them into place. And that is what keeps this piece in and stops it from falling out. That's the same thing. Anyway, so there was the cartridge. Boom. Take the cartridge like so. And there it is. Anyway, the next thing that we're going to do is build the grip. And the way that you know that you're building the grip right is because this little clip needs to be facing up. So just keep that in mind. And then the bottom half of the grip just goes on the other side. You don't really need to attach this, but it's actually very beneficial for effectively firing out the cartridge shots. And attach these over here. This piece acts as a stabilizer to actually keep it standing up, which is so cool. I love how much like effort that they put into this sort of thing. And just like that, there is the trigger. One thing, actually, hold up. This piece needs to go here. I actually like that they included this extra little blue stabilizer piece because I even said earlier how I was a little worried that this little clear one would break. So I'm actually just going to take this off. All right, so let's actually just attach on the armor. Oops, and I already dropped the head. So let's take the head. That goes on there. Arms. Already looking pretty cool. Again, I'm not going to attach that barrel because I'm scared that something's going to break. That blue plastic, I do not trust. I just do not trust that blue plastic at all. And then we attach on the feet. And just like that, we now have a cartridge system Hades. So I guess, like, even though this special version of Hades is blue and, like, translucent black, I guess if Hades were to be released as a standard cartridge system B-Daman, here it is. Because they actively... they actively advertise this on the box. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay tuned next week when I actually build the second part of this special set, being the cartridge system accessories, and I'm very excited to do so. I'm the Detective, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.